All right. That is our intro music for today. I don't have to worry about playing any guitars today. I don't have to worry about editing any audio. All I have to do is run my fat yap. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, where did I put those pictures that I wanted to look at? Oh, yes. Here we go. Let's start here. Let's start right there. We all know who this is. This is Disaster Averted. Yep. She was going to put you in concentration camps, mother effer. Yep. Isn't she absolutely wonderful? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? There she is. That almost looks like the DHS secretary, Kristi Noem. But it's not. It's her. It's her. Oh my God. Ugh. There she is in all of her glory. And folks, before I go any further, let me just say this. I was getting a bald spot on the top. And I tried all that stuff that's supposed to reverse that. I tried the minoxidil. I tried the trioxidil. I tried that stuff for 2 years, and I never saw shit. In fact, it just kept getting worse. And then some gay Filipino hairdresser dudes told me, some lady boys, yes, lady boys, actual lady boys, told me that they knew the secret for hair loss and that it was easy and inexpensive. What you do is beat up an egg, keep it in a sealed container in the refrigerator. You can get about 3 or 4 uses out of it. Rub that into your hair 2 or 3 times a week. And rub in some aloe vera gel as well. And let that sit for a good hour. I do 2 hours. And I've only been doing it for 3 weeks now. And I'm already seeing vast improvement. It works and it's cheap. 2 or 3 times a week, folks. Yep. Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she absolutely beautiful? The whore of Babylon. You know, she was a 30-year hard boozing, chain-smoking prostitute who effed and sucked her way into power and our highest offices. But you didn't hear that from me. Allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know any of this to be fact. LeBron Jones now, son. He did nothing. Oh, hell no. This be some motherfucking racism now, son. You know. 23-year-old Trivius Crouch of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's always Charlotte, North Carolina or Chicago. What the fuck? Who's been arrested 14 previous times, including for assault. Arrested again this week for assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill a woman. He was let out of prison on bond yesterday. It's on purpose, folks. It's all calculated, coordinated, orchestrated. Communist revolution. Marxist color revolution. Accused of forcing victim to withdraw $200 from an ATM inside a local grocery store.
He ain't did nothing. Oh, hell no. This be some motherfucking racial nonsense. Let me get your money and your jewelry. You know.
This one right here really makes me mad, and it hits close to home. This was over in Savannah. I'm over here in Woodstock in North Georgia. This white kid accidentally kicks the wheel on this wild animals shopping cart in Walmart, and this dangerous sub-Neanderthal wild animal monster stabbed this kid repeatedly to death. Blood everywhere. That's what they said. It's a good thing I wasn't there, because I'd have went to prison for homicide. Even though I don't consider this human. See, homicide is when you kill a human intentionally. I don't consider that human. Not at all.
Osiris Hill, nonsense. His name be Osiris, nonsense, like the Ara Egyptian god. Osiris, nonsense.
Faces 14 felony counts of sexual exploitation of children in Douglas County. But I thought it was white men who did bad things to children. No, usually not. Almost always. As with any other category of violent crime in the United States, it's almost always these things right here. These sub-Saharan, evil, upright primates that we are forced to live around in this country. Heartless trio stabs man 45 in head during brutal New York City robbery. I'm guessing he was white. They usually are. White or Asian. And the offenders are always these things right here. Always. 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 Don't fucking tell me. Fuck out of here. 15-year-old Florida student kills classmate for bumping into him in school hallway and not apologizing. These things here, these upright primates, these violent sub-Neanderthals, they kill each other at alarming rates. Unfortunately, they kill actual good people too. Teen charged with beating his grandmother to death at church. At church. His grandmother to death. On this day 2 years ago, a beautiful angel named Jillian Ludwig was jogging in a park in Nashville, and of course, because she was white, she was murdered by this wild animal. You know, more and more people got to make videos like this. I'm not even scratching the surface. It's 3,000 to 4,000 white and Asian victims per year. Each and every year. This is our greatest national threat. and danger. Not some overseas terrorist organization or some foreign government. No. These things, right here, the inner city, American, you know what? I'm not supposed to say it, like that Cinnabon girl said. Actually, she was talking to Somalis, and they were harassing her. Now, what she called them, I don't agree with, because that stereotype is reserved for the American ones. Somalis don't consider themselves to be black Africans. They consider themselves to be Arabs. And in fact, they still capture and sell black African slaves in North Africa to this very day. Legally. So no, Somalis are not the you know what, the N-word.
He called me the N-word, yo motherfucking honor. I had to kill him 9 times.
They're not. They're, and I agree, they don't look like black Africans. They're dark skinned. They probably have some black African genetics, but they do appear more Arabic. Facially. 4 repeat offenders in Charlotte. Charlotte again. Charlotte, North Carolina, shot and killed a 4-year-old boy. And prosecutors declined the death penalty. These men were arrested a combined 23 times. And they killed 4-year-old J.C. Edwards. Wake up. Well, most of my kind now are awake. And most of the and thanks to widespread internet access around the world, most people in foreign countries are awake as well. They know all about these people here in this country, this problem, this sickness that needs to be cured. They know. Everybody knows. And everybody's fed up. Everybody's fed up with these things, and nobody likes them except a few lib turds and then the millions who look like them.
Yes, America was over 80% white for 200 fucking years. From 1776 to the 1980s. We became the most powerful country on earth because we didn't have DEI. Because accomplishment was rewarded, because our culture was success. Diversity was never our strength.
I concur, sir. I concur. 13 arrested in San Jose jewelry store heist. See, this is what they call a flash mob robbery, where like 20 or 30 or 40 or 200 or 300 of these people who all look alike, same skin tone, just run into a place of business or a mall or some retail establishment of some kind, and just start stealing everything. Just brazen, right in your face, just taking it and running out. Because they know that you're not going to do anything with 20 or 30 or 40 or 200 or 300 people, especially people who look like them, because you don't want to be called a racist, right? Nobody wants to be called a racist. Well, these are the racists, dumbass. They're the most racist, lawless, godless, evil, violent culture in world history. Large crowd is gathered in Charlotte, North Carolina. A large crowd is gathered in Charlotte, North Carolina to protest Border Patrol's arrival into the city. One woman is claiming that President T believes Hitler was the greatest man on earth, whose whole vision is to be like Hitler and create 1940s Germany. Hitler was a socialist, just like you fucking dumbasses. You fucking commie scum. You fucking dumb motherfuckers. Just like the slave owners. Slave owners. All registered wealthy Democrats. Just like the Klan. Just like the segregationists. Dummies. You fucking morons. Thomas was convicted of murder in the 90s and spent 24 years in prison. In 2017, his conviction was vacated and he was released. He was awarded $4.1 million by the city of Philadelphia for his wrongful conviction. Thomas, a free and wealthy man, then killed a guy over $1,200. Set free by a bunch of fucking liberal scum. A bunch of white, liberal, Marxist scum conducting a communist revolution. And they let a murderer out who murdered again. You fucking libturds get exactly what you deserve. You get exactly what you deserve. Unfortunately, your children don't deserve it. Man accused of killing Netflix star football coach John Beam is pictured for the... Well, of course it looks like that. Look at that dangerous fucking wild animal. Cedric Irvin Jr., 27, is accused of shooting and killing the 66-year-old athletic director at Laney College in Oakland. Just next. Oh, my God. Struck the child in the forehead and beat the woman so badly she was covered in blood. God damn it, man. When are we going to do something about this evil, homicidal, maniac, criminal culture in our country who causes our major cities to be the murder capitals of the entire planet? Remember the 5-year-old little girl that was raped, beaten, urinated on, and left in a field for hours by 2 other children? You'll never guess what the 2 suspects' mothers looked like.
Hell no. This be some motherfucking racism, son. This be some motherfucking racism. Let me get your money and your jewelry.
Sonny, who lives in an all-white neighborhood. This is a country based on racism and slavery and misogyny. There's a reason why this country has only had 1 black male president. I am so sick of these racist bitches. Me too. And I want to do something about it. Something drastic. Something grave. Something they deserve. I'd like to see them all shipped to South Sudan or Liberia and never allowed back in to America. Not a matter of if a young black will kill, it's a matter of when. Absolutely, I fucking agree. Tammy Chambers, 57, found dead inside her car in Panama City. God damn it. This dude, it takes a team of beauticians and wardrobe personnel to keep millions of people thinking that this thing right here is a female, and to cover up this male pattern baldness. Fucking disgusting. Random violence outside a Putnam County supermarket. That's near St. Augustine, Florida. Randomly murdered outside of Publix by this thing right here. You know these things right here? I'd rather have the illegal aliens. I'd rather we keep the illegal aliens and get rid of these things right here. You know what? Chimpanzees would make better people than these things. Rattlesnakes make better people than these things right here. At least a rattlesnake doesn't want to kill you. They do it in self-defense. These things think it's funny to kill people. Stockbridge.
Oh, hell no. It'd be some motherfucking racism, you know what I'm saying? And get your money, your motherfucking jewelry.
I don't even want to read it. Stacy Plaskett. Is it Stacy or Cynthia? Stacy. Just another sub-Saharan, sub-Neanderthal piece of fucking shit, racist criminal.
Here it go, you know. Oh, hell no. I ain't here did nothing. Get your money and your jewelry.
4 men accused of trying to cash stolen 27 million U.S. Treasury check.
I ain't here did nothing. I got to have them millions. I got to have them motherfucking millions. I can't resist no $27 million, Your Honor. I got to have that money. Know what I'm saying?
Rod Wave was arrested Friday in Fulton County on multiple weapon and drug charges. You don't say. This fucking thing right here, this fucking dangerous wild animal piece of shit right here, you don't say.
Dallas Grant, you know, Data County, Your Honor, that be motherfucking Albany. Know what I'm saying? Down South Georgia, you know, 80% black. All the white folks done had to flee for their lives and go to surrounding cities like Tallahassee, know what I'm saying? And Atlanta, you know, and Birmingham, and Dallas, your motherfucking honor.
Former deputy had sexual contact with inmate at area hospital. Rockingham County Sheriff's Office says. I would have thought architect or nuclear physicist. But I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Next.
Rod Keys.
These fucking names just get more and more absurd every year. It started in the late 70s, early 80s, and it's just gotten exponentially more and more ridiculous. The names that these low IQ birthing mothers give to their little future menaces of society. Like this fucking dude right here.
Rod Keys, nonsense. I ain't had did nothing.
God damn, what the fuck is that? Get that the fuck out of my face now! 15 arrested after more than 14 pounds of fentanyl were seized in Florida drug trafficking operation. Now, what do they all have in common? And I bet, well, no, this is in Florida, so they're probably going to get categorized as what they are, black. But in Democrat-run districts, every single one of these fucking things right here, these fucking wild animals right here, every single one of them would be categorized as white. That's how they skew the crime statistics. The left is always the fucking left. Career criminal. Colorado.
Oh, hell no. He ain't had did nothing. This be some motherfucking racism nonsense.
God damn. What the fuck is that? Get that the fuck out of my face now.
Jaquan, nonsense. There go Jaquan. He be Pookie baby daddy. Know what I'm saying? That's Jaquan.
Spreading into Cobb County from Atlanta. That cancer that just spreads and brings widespread lawlessness and increased homicides. Cancer that looks like
Jaquan.
Romans 2,000 years ago. Africans today. Here's that fucking thing in Chicago that set that innocent, beautiful angel on fire. On a fucking a bus or a train or whatever. This needs a military solution. That's what's warranted here. This is far worse than any foreign cartels. Far worse than any foreign terrorist organization. These things right here, American born. The scum of the earth. 7 men accused of sharing and trafficking 14-year-old girls. These things don't have any rules. They don't have any morals. They're not like you and me. They're not fucking, well, I better not say that on YouTube. Let's just say they're not compatible with human civilization. Just randomly assaulting white women on the streets of Chicago. Just walking up to people and punching them right in the fucking face with their fist. Strangers. Just because they're white. Oh, but white supremacy. I don't know any white supremacists, but I know a hell of a lot of black supremacists. Oh, it's absolutely the fatigue. It's just so sickening. It's just everywhere you look. Your kids can't even walk down the street without being stalked and terrorized, harassed, assaulted, and frequently murdered. Yes, your sweet little angels murdered. So, I guess that's about good enough. Think I'm going to wrap it up right there. Think I'm going to wrap it up right there. But fellas, remember what I said. If you're getting thin on top, like I was, I'm just now recovering. If you're getting thin on top, stop wasting your money on that bullshit that you're told is 95% effective or works for 95% of the people who use it. Bullshit. Bullshit. It's a scam. There's one thing I've found that works, and I think there's other things. I've heard a combination of oils, including rosemary oil and avocado oil and jojoba and all these different things. I've heard that does things too. But I already, after 3 weeks, am already seeing results. Egg and aloe, 2 or 3 times a week. Within a matter of weeks, you'll see a difference. And so with that, my fine feathered friend, I bid your ass adieu.